Hi, fourth graders, and welcome to day 1 of lesson 21. I know we have RADcast happening this week, so we're just going to try to push through on the days that we are here for a full day, right? So today we're going to be doing pages 443, 445, and 446. Okay, so 443 we're going to start off with is just vocabulary to go over what a mixed number is. And then we're going to go over a practice problem together, okay? So not too bad. It sounds like it's a lot, but it's really not terrible, I promise. I also just love fractions, so maybe I'm biased. But anyway, what is a mixed number? So this is on page 443. A mixed number is a number with a whole number part and a fraction part. So an example of this would be 1 1/2, or 2 3/4, or 11 2/8, okay? Now I'm going to show you 2 3/4 in our illustration, okay? So an example would be having 3 bars, right, shaded or divided up into 4 equal pieces. And then this one being completely shaded in, as well as this one, so it'd be 2 wholes, right? So 1 plus 1 plus 3 out of the 4 equals 2 3/4, right? So it looks scarier than it is, but it's really just saying that 2 whole pieces are shaded in, like 2 whole bars or 2 whole pizzas, and then there's one that's not completely shaded in, okay? In a non-example is 5/2, 1/2, or 6/8, okay? Now, that is what a mixed number is. We're going to study that this week and a little bit into next week. So, like I said, it sounds scary, but it's really not. I promise you, I would not lie. But we're going to jump into page 445 because we are not worrying about number 2. So if you want to do it for extra practice, go for it, but you're not required to. So let's look at page 445. Now, this one is another word problem. So markers come in boxes of 8. For an art project, one group of students uses 1 5/8 box of markers. Another group uses 1 6/8 boxes. How many boxes of markers do the 2 groups use altogether? So it looks like we're adding up the 1 5/8 plus the 1 6/8, okay? And there's 2 ways we can go about this. So again, we're going to do A method, B method. Now, the easy one is just adding up like things, right? So we can add 1 plus 1, and then we can add 5/8 plus 6/8, and then we can just combine them, right? We can also draw a picture, which is what down here is going to be, but 1 plus 1 is 2, and then 5 plus 6 is actually over 8, right? So we get 11/8. So technically, we have 2 more than we need here, right? So if we do subtract 2/8, actually not, sorry, 3, my bad. So that's a 3/8. That'll give us 8/8, right? So we have 1 whole that we can give to our 2. So it actually becomes a 3. And this will make more sense when we draw the picture, okay? So that means we have 3, and then we have this 3/8 left over. So 3 plus 3/8. The 2 groups use 3 3/8 boxes of markers. Okay. But like I said, it'll make more sense when we have the picture, so we're going to do that. So this is group 1. We'll just say G1 and G2, okay? So group 1 has 2 boxes of 8. They use 1 and 5 out of the 8. But then we're going to add however much the group B uses, or group 2. So we're going to draw the same 2 pictures to show the 8 in each box. But then they use the whole one. And then they use actually 6 out of this one, right? So we can then make 3 whole ones, right? Because we can take this one and this one. And then also combine the leftovers, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going to shade this whole one in, this whole one in. And then this one we're going to combine. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see the whole thing. I apologize, friends. So then we're going to combine these 2 to go here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to go and make another one to then shade in the last 3. Okay? So we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 over 8 equals 3 and 3/8. Okay? So, like I said, it probably was a little bit easier to see in the picture what was happening, but this part right here is the same as this transition we made here, okay? So, friends, I'll be happy to walk through this with anyone who is still confused. If not, just make sure you have it all written, and then we're going to jump into page 446 and just go over an additional strategy we could have used, and then you'll be good to work on your blue iReady, okay? So picture it just shows the model we drew, just instead of having the circles, they have boxes. But we also could have done this. Now with mixed numbers, number lines get a little tricky because we're obviously going over 1, right? So we could do 1 and 5/8, jump to 2 and 5/8, and then to add the 6/8, just count on 6. So what they don't show here is you going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So it's the same idea as using the number line like before. Just now, instead of starting 0 to 1, we're going 0 to 4, okay? So again, I know this is tricky. This is day 1. It's not meant to be easy straight away. So if you have any questions, please join the meet. If not, you're good to jump into the blue iReady lesson, which I think will also be helpful in clarifying any confusion, okay? So happy mixed numbers. I'm here if you need me.